Just arriving opposite down the street for the Charlie Kirk Vigil. Quite a few people here.
Yeah. Well,
Too many fucking umbrellas. I'm gonna get my eye poked out of them. Fucking nuisance. Things. There's no way around the sides. We're more here now.
love your stick. I've got stingy.
Right, the time is. There's the time. 10 to 6. The 6 o'clock start.
No, I wasn't there.
Avi, you met him there. Let's get in there and say hello.
He didn't do very well.
Avi. Hello, mate. Nice to see you again. I haven't seen you for quite a while. You're not here very often.
I know. I've avoided this city for a while.
I don't blame you. I think it's Sydney's best.
So the crowd is building now, guys, as you can see.
Nice to hear Manny and famous Israeli-Australian commentator. I saw him at one of the marches down Park Lane. God, that was a few years ago. Seemed to recognise me. Oh, she's here. I just bumped into young Bob of Speakers Corner's brother. Absolutely look-alike of him, doppelganger. I was chatting to him, but everyone else was trying to talk to him as well. I didn't bother to record it. I'm just looking for him now. Going to find him, have a chat. And he seems to have disappeared. Just have a wander around the outside. Seems like sliding on the far side. There he is. There he is, Bob's brother. I didn't have the camera on earlier when I was chatting to her, so I come over and just shoot the likeness.
Just sound.
Well, it'll be
Like bookends. That's a doppelganger.
I think it's important.
Basically, their opposition is shocking. And that just says everything. The ideal, that's the thing they should believe. National news is the thing that's putting that message out. That's terrible. That's absolutely terrible.
Just on the UK, it is remarkable that a figure, a podcaster, a campaigner, an activist in America has made such a cut through here. Yeah. Are you surprised by that?
Excuse me.
And so we needed to discuss even the most controversial issues in order to get along. And you know, it's totally against violence. So we're here today and we're going to be interviewing locals, and not just locals, the people of Britain, to see how they feel about Charlie Kirk and why they're here today and how he affected their lives. Yeah. Okay. Is that okay with you?
Resistance GB in the house. And my head doing. All right.
I think they're taking it. I'll find out.
So where are you
More people arriving. Right, just wait for that. Get outside of the crowd, like go mainly outside.
I know it's popular wrecking. It's got 10 temperatures down.
저기서 나 사진 찍어야 되는데 얘네 여기서 왜 이러고 있을까?
Look at this.
Do you just mind sticking to the paper? Of course.
They say like
Yeah.
Hello, Billy.
Even if you were
nice to meet you, mate.
if you were late,
if you were late, just go through the thing.
The famous Billy Moore there from Manchester, usually in Piccadilly Gardens with Charlie Beach. That's the scene. There's some faces here today. Well, it's a good crowd. Let's get wandering over there. The road's clear.
Number 10 down to.
Well, I can't see it.
I'm not sure. They're on the way, are they? Yeah. Some of them are over that side, I think. Oh,
Alright, I'm going to get in the thick of it. Let's make way through here. I don't seem to be able to get in through there now. I'm going to have to make my way right way around the other side.
There's some flowers there with a car.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, try that. Floral tributes here on the gate with the flag. And Psalm 1253. Right, I'm going to make my way around the other side so I can get in there because they've closed off that barrier which was open earlier. That's how I slipped in. So, if any speeches or anything, I want to be in the thick of it. So let's cut off now while I make my way through the crowd. Well, I've made my way right away around to the other side. Let's see. Let's squeeze in. Yeah, it should be able to take a little.
Oh, you want to come through?
Cheers, mate. Yeah, thank you. Excuse me. Yes. Okay. Oh, there's young Bob there.
Look at Kevin Smith got on. They're not here right now. Just because it's right, of course, optically, logistically, it's been quite a hell right now. We have no idea that we're going to pack this entire area. So just give it time. Speeches don't start until 7, mind you.
7, okay.
Yes. So just network with people, talk to people. I think really this is sort of the antecedent for what Charlie Kirk always wanted here, especially in the UK.
Yes.
That is people talking about the conservative movement.
Yes.
So I think spend the hour, talk to people, network with them. Stay quiet, contemplate. Don't let the left over there kind of be agitators, and keep it peaceful. And I think a lot of the times when it comes to Charlie Kirk's death, because he's not a politician but rather an activist, no one expects it. So everyone had the same feeling of just sadness.
To him now.
There he is.
Right?
Yeah, we're like, threw me off.
It's like you changed before.
We're like, you changed?
Yeah, you didn't know that then.
Yeah, Bob, do you say hello? Nice to meet you at last.
Nice to meet you.
Everyone was thinking about you. Stick around. I know what you feel Charlie
Definitely like this.
This would be
I think it's more of a
Sorry about all the
hang on.
And it was almost a key element of Charlie's Christianity to kind of have intrinsically within the conservative movement Christianity. So yeah, keep it conservative and keep it Christian.
What was your initial reaction to the horrific?
It was extremely upsetting. So you see him doing his regular tour of America, 1 second, him talking with his opposition, and then his opposition unfortunately have to shoot him, and like that he's dead. Of course, the wound in the neck, and due to blood pressure, he would have instantly been unconscious and died there and then. So it was unsettling. I mean, typically US assassinations are to politicians, elected members of the House, for example, but they're never political activists. So everyone had the same response of being deeply upset, worried about other events, especially on the 13th tomorrow. But it's not going to stop anyone. I think murder tactics like that are just for self-moderation purposes. They want to frighten their opposition into not doing the platform that Charlie set out here in the States.
How old are you, by the way?
17.
17. So he's obviously had an effect on you, and that's what I think most people recognise is that he's reaching, he's cutting through to the younger generation. Is his murder going to change it? Is he going to still now reach the younger people, or are more younger people going to be attracted, or less? What do you think the effect of this is going to be?
Well, his legacy is just going to be that of continuing other people to pick up the mic and kind of do street debating. It's going to make the platform that he kind of set out with his founding of Turning Point USA, and it's going to be converted into everyone doing it. I mean, you're already hearing on social media, we are all Charlie Kirk. Right, everyone has this degree of sacrifice when it comes to preaching the truth. Again, that's another Christian doctrine, that the world should hate you if you should love Christ. Charlie loved Christ, therefore the world hated him.
Everyone move back! Move back! Move back, please! Come on, move! Unless you're oppressed, move back!
Reaction to some vitriol we're seeing online from people that consider themselves his political opponents.
They're not his opponents. His opponents would be there in the tent debating with him and not shooting him or praising his shooter. There's not the opposition.
Does it surprise you seeing, a lot of young people celebrating it?
I mean, when you have a generation of people watching jihadi videos being beheaded, is it very much a surprise that they're demoralised to violence? I don't think so.
That's great. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate it.
Very fun.
What's the way over there?
And further, the whole world, to be honest, but the crowd's really got a big turnout. Really nice to see.
Isn't it a shame that even tonight you've got a counter demonstration?
Thank you everyone for coming here today. We're not starting yet. The speech will start at 7. But the police have asked, can we get everyone to please step off the road and onto the pavement?
I never know which one's which.
If that's okay. And if you could have a little bit
now I know.
get the speakers and everything ready.
2 steps back, please!
I think it's really this whole situation. I just think this has hit so many people very hard. I never. Oh God! Just.
If we take like a meter's space.
Well done.
I said this earlier, when I started, I was watching this stuff content back when I was like 12, 13, right? And the first 2 people that I ever watched was Tommy Robinson, and the other person was Charlie Kirk. And then people from that came along like Michael Knowles. I'm being told off a sec. Go over there. Do I make a big space?
Everyone step back. Who's there?
Behind you. But anyway, right, so those are the 2 people that I'd ever watched. And then it came on like Michael Knowles, Ben Shapiro, those kind of people. I'm not too keen on Ben Shapiro now, but Michael Knowles is still alright. He wrote a book, amazing book. Reasons to Vote Democrat. It was an empty book. It's the one made him famous, made millions. But what was it? So he's been completely influential in my life in the founding of Students Against Tyranny, everything that I've done. The reason that I joined Voice of Populi, I went with Voice of Wales, etc. All kind of stems from the work that Charlie had put in. And so then to see him assassinated was just completely surreal. I remember sitting in the office, hearing they had been shot, but because I'd been so desensitised to it, I hadn't realised how bad it could actually have been. And then an hour later, I was sent the video, and I was like, holy shit, there's no way he's surviving that. The amount of spurting that was coming out, there was just no way he could have survived. And man, my heart dropped. My heart absolutely sunk.
Yes.
And it's kind of hits closer to home because this is someone that I've loved for years. Do you get what I mean? And then to see him, you know, this extremely famous man who's, you know, got security, he's got armed security around him. He has had death threats, so he's got, you know, he's meant to have a big police presence, big security when he arrives. Then to see him, you know, die from an assassination is just, to me, it blew my mind, and it means that no one is safe, no one speaks out about this. But what this should say to us and the rest of Britain, and, you know, other groups like Turning Point UK, people like Tommy Robinson, people like myself, etc., is that we shouldn't give in, and that we should carry on. We should go to more university campuses just because of this. Yeah, and we should not let Charlie's death be in vain. That's what I got to say on it.
And obviously you've done basically the same thing as Charlie. You created Students Against Tyranny, you went out and you did the same thing, didn't you?
I went out, so we tried to do it, but the thing is with the UK is that the UK is more far gone. And so when we've tried to get into university campuses before, we've been nearly successful, but then last minute gets pulled because some left-wing counter-protesters turn up and say, oh yeah, no, you can't do that, and so, you know, they're racist, fascists. Do you know what I mean? So it's sorry about that, my phone was vibrating in my pocket. But yeah, we've tried to do the same in the UK and it just hasn't been successful. I know Turning Point has also tried to do the same. Again, it hasn't been successful, but I know they're going to go back and they're going to attempt it, right? So, you know, when we shoot Against Tyranny, it turned more from being like a free speech advocacy group, like, you know, Charlie founded, and more into a protest group that protests for student civil rights. Yeah, and that's what we continue to do to this day.
And do you want to talk a little bit about Charlie's achievements in the States, like how much impact he truly had? You talked about his impact on you, which has been amazing.
You're right, I'd be here all night. This is a man who started at the age of 18 in his garage with nothing but a dream. Right? I mean, you look at people like Jeff Bezos, and a lot of people don't like Jeff Bezos, but he did exactly the same thing. He went from his garage into a multi-billion-pound company. And I'd put Charlie on exactly the same level. Yeah, Charlie, what he did I don't know how he managed to do it, because students are really far gone. It's so hard to get students on board. Charlie managed to go, you know, from being a nobody into building one of the most successful cultural right-wing revolutions filled of young people to ever exist. Every single revolution led by students has always been notoriously left-wing. It's always been notoriously communist, Marxist, whether we're talking about the Bolsheviks, the Khmer Rouge, the Mao's Cultural Revolution, where, you know, the big teachers on the streets, right? It's always been notoriously left-wing. So to see a right-wing cultural revolution that's been led out of universities in America by this 31-year-old man who started when he was 18 is an incredible achievement in of itself. Yeah, and there's no other way I could put it. This man is a hero. This man will be remembered for centuries. This man will be turned into a martyr. And tomorrow, not tomorrow, within the next week, within the next month, there are going to be 1,000 Charlies on the streets. 1,000 of them.
So you want to see more people stepping up to take his place?
Yeah, do it. I mean, look at young Bob, right? He's popped up out of the blue. He might be Charlie in a lot of ways, right? He's popped up over the last couple of months, and he's doing exactly the same thing. And I bet you, and you know, I go to these protests these days, and I remember being in the COVID marches and not seeing as many young people as there are now, right? Young people are rising up in the UK, and they're doing the same in the US as well. The US has never been bigger. What I think we're going to see over the next year, over the next couple of weeks, over the next couple of months, is more young people.
Yeah, out of the thick of it, it was absolutely crushed there. Hello guys. Very respectfully stood out on my way there. Well, the crowd has certainly built up. Let's make my way over the outskirts and see who's milling around there. I've seen everyone that's in the middle now, all the famous faces of the media. Under through there. We'll go this way.
And he understood understood that this was a problem not just in America, but in the United Kingdom. You know, he cared a lot about the issues affecting Great Britain as well. He came to this country several times to debate British students because he recognised the historical ties that bound our two countries together. He understood that Britain was, in many ways, the father state to the United States of America. A country that invented concepts like freedom of speech, like parliamentary democracy, which have now evolved into what they are in the United States Constitution, which is in many ways the greatest bastion of free speech in the world. And he understood that those issues, you know, the home of free speech was not being upheld. You know, people being arrested for social media posts, you know, the people being ignored by the government, protesting against illegal immigration and being ignored and being fought against in courts. And he cared a lot about the United Kingdom, he cared a lot about its people, even though he had no direct link to this country, and for that reason, you know, I hold a personal gratitude to him and his work. But back to the main thing that he did in his life, which was going and speaking to students, extending the arm of conversation to people who he disagreed with, inviting people to the table, you know, saying, I don't agree with you, but as a Christian, I love you, I respect you, I care about you, and I want to be able to understand your point of view, you understand my point of view, and then at the end we disagree, we shake hands, we get a pint and we move on. That was what he was about. He was about conversation. He was about bringing people of different views together and airing those views in the public forum and letting people see what both sides of the aisle thought. He was an ultimate symbol for free speech, and in the end he was killed for his views, which makes him a martyr for free speech. And as someone who cares a lot about free speech and the state of free speech in this country, I'm here to honour him today, to thank him for his work, to thank him for speaking out on the issues affecting Great Britain, to thank him for inspiring millions of people who must now pick up the microphone that he dropped and carry on shining that torch of free speech, carry on spreading those conservative Christian values that he advocated for, because it's really important that we don't let this assassin win.
Right, there's the lefties down there. See Palestinian flags. Let's go down and have a look. So make this a bit more exciting, this video, because I'm just wandering around inside the crowd at the vigil. Just going to see what some of these smelly lefties look like. Set it off. There's the crowd over there. As you can see, it's huge now. And speeches start at 7 o'clock. Time now 18:37, so there's another 23 minutes to go yet. I might have to nip over to the boozer over there for a pee. Just where I'm walking down there. Where are the noisy fuckers? Listen, like kids.
Both not welcome in North London.
Yeah, it's like a badge of honour, you know. You haven't been called an anti-Semite yet. You ain't doing your job, comrade. Okay, Amanda, would you like to come and say a few words? Comrades, I just wanted to say a word about the community camp for Palestine on the river. You know, they're our sister group. We've been with them and they've been with us throughout, and it's always a pleasure to have you along. And also a shout out to women of colour in the global women's strike, without whom we would not be able to sustain this mission. So thanks very much, Amanda.
Thank you.
It's not raining, love.
That's alright.
Well, my people's eyes, you nearly had this little eyes out. That's why she's wearing the protective glasses.
So the camp has been a year now.
Well, I think she'd be worried if I came out.
The camp has been a year now. We thought we'd be there for a week, then a month, then 3 months, and now we don't have a timeline. The atrocities we've witnessed only resolves our resilience. We'll stay like they will stay in Palestine. It's their home and they'll be there forever. I have full faith in that we will win. We've learnt such a lot about the law from Ijan as well.
I'll ask the question again. Is there a reason why you're blocking my view?
Is there a reason you're here?
We've learnt such a lot about the law,
because I want to get a video of what you're talking about.
For us and how that looks for them.
Do I have to have a reason?
And asking ourselves regularly, are we good enough? We stand on the shoulders of true
Am I an agitator or something? What am I being accused of here? Why have you got the camera on me? So you can follow me home and do me damage.
We don't want any trouble. We just
I'm not getting in trouble, I'm just trying to take a video.
All we can hear
I'm
is
here
your
in
voice.
London, it's a public area, I can video anything I like. I can walk around and video. I don't need this silly woman to put an umbrella in.
We stay there.
I do what I want, mate. No.
We're not flea bombed. We're not
You've got a better beard than me, mate.
Listen, can you just let us do our thing? We're not here to.
Hang on, this woman's waving this in my face. I didn't do anything off. I'm just walking through, taking a video. I would have been standing quietly, just videoing what this lady said. Alright? But this silly woman, she needed to be told because she's putting it in my face.
Mine is always
Well, I do find that behaviour rather silly. I do find that behaviour rather silly. I'm going anyway because I can't be asked to talk to you. Yeah, they're fine. They're just being silly with me. They just don't want me to do any videoing for some reason in a public area.
Yeah, no worries. What's your plans? Are you staying or are you going?
No, I'm going because I can't be bothered arguing and they're not worth it. They're not worth my time.
And we will not back down for them. Then it's worth it. Even if it's worth
So I don't need to be escorted out, mate. I'm quite capable of walking on my own.
Good. I'm just having a chat.
Oh, you're liaising, obviously. You're liaising with me. No, I'm quite capable of walking out. That silly woman with the umbrella, I'm just standing there, just videoing what they got to say. I'm not doing any harm. I'm not affiliated with one side or the other. She started waving her thing in there. I asked her politely. I said, "Is there a reason why you're blocking my, the video this?" And then they all started on me. You know what they're like.
I wasn't
Don't have a word
I
with
just
them.
didn't know what was going on, so I thought I'd come and have a chat.
Nothing. They're just being silly. I refuse to have people being rude to me. I won't stand for it.
Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, I will, mate. Go and have a word with them and tell them behave.
Are you off here?
Well,
can you just sort of make new friends?
No, I'll stand here for a minute.
Right.
Sorry, but I don't really feel like moving. I did come here for a video, so I'm still
Make new
going.
friends. We've all. This is a place of solidarity, just like IJAN is a place of solidarity. Our friendship groups are so different to what they were 2 years ago.
Well, that was fun, wasn't it? How dare they? They're so bloody rude, these people. I can't be arsed with them. Huh?
What did you say?
Oh no, I was trying to video. I just come across just to get a video of what was going on here. And some woman started waving an umbrella in my face for no reason. I politely said to her, "Is there a reason why you're stopping me videoing this?" And then they all just started on me, just because I dared to ask her why she was holding an umbrella. Nearly had my eye out, you know. So silly, you know. They behave like children these times. Ridiculous. You know, no wonder people don't like them. Anyway, have a good day. So it's just starting to rain now, unfortunately. Speeches start in 10 minutes. Compared to the Lefties down the road there.
Sorry, love.
Downing Street behind me there, where that wanker Keir Starmer lives. There it is, and if I pan round, you can really see size of crowd starting there. And all the way across. It's got very difficult now because of it's so many umbrellas, it's a bloody nuisance. They're standing in the middle of the crowd with umbrellas. It's a bloody nuisance. They're all exactly at my eye height. Bloody things. They're really pissing me off. Right, I'm siding out now because I'm absolutely soaked. As you can see, it poured down. You can't see much over there because of all the umbrellas. Even though it's not raining, everyone's got them up. Excuse me, can I speak out of the way, please? So, I can't be able to squeeze through the crowd, and I'm saving myself for tomorrow. So I'm walking up to Chinatown now. I'm going to get something to eat. So I'm walking up to Trafalgar Square. And yeah, Chinatown, I might take some videos there if there's anything interesting. But otherwise, signing out.
There's all that's going on here. We've got flash mob, heat fit cars. No idea. Keep it on. All been practicing their moves. Oh yeah, got there just for the end. Well, it's all happening in soggy Trafalgar Square. Right, onward. Chinatown, here I come. Rude woman. This guy's asked her to pick up her rubbish and put it in a bin, and she insulted him. What a rude woman. Imagine what her house is like. Disgusting. Well done for telling her to pick it up, mate. Well done.
Appreciate it.
Unbelievable. Yeah, Leicester Square station, underground.